Welcome back to St Denis as our virtual tour continues. Now, as you come up the path to St Denis, to the church, you may be able to smell the beautiful flowers. And for much of the year, you might also be able to smell flowers in the church too. It's only during Advent and Lent, the seasons just before Christmas and Easter, that we don't have flowers in church. But there is another, even more important way in which Christians can use their senses of taste and smell in worship when they gather together here. Just before Jesus died, the Bible tells us that he had a special meal with his friends. And at that meal, Jesus took a piece of bread and he gave thanks to God. He broke it and he shared it with his friends. And he said to them to take this and eat it as a special way of remembering his body. Then he took a cup of wine and again he gave thanks to God and shared it with his friends, saying that they should drink it as a special way of remembering his blood. In doing this, Christians believe Jesus was telling them to always remember his death when they met together in this way. And so for 2,000 years now, that's what Christians have been doing. In some churches, it's called Mass. In others, the Lord's Supper. In others, the Eucharist. And here at St Denis, we usually call it Holy Communion. But whatever it's called, it's the sharing in bread and wine as a special way of being close to Jesus and remembering his sacrifice, his death on the cross out of love for the world. Before the lockdown, this was something we did here at St Denis every Sunday and Thursday. We used this table and this special cup and special plate. The cup is called a chalice and the plate is called a paten. They're both made of silver, which is a precious metal for the precious things that we put in them. It also has a natural antibacterial property, which is useful when we all drink from the same cup. The bread looks like this. You might like to go and get a piece of bread from your kitchen and see how different it is. First, this bread is flat and hard. It has no yeast in it. Second, this bread is round. And finally, this bread, as you can see, has a picture of Jesus on it. I don't imagine your bread at home usually has a picture on it. So in a communion service, I would say some special prayers over this bread and wine. And then people would come and kneel or stand at the rail here in front of the table. So I can give them a small piece of bread and a sip of the wine. And children as young as 7 are invited to join in with communion if they've been admitted. That means they do a little course to learn about what communion means. I also have some special clothes that I wear for communion services. First, this white alb, as it's called, which covers everything up like this. So you can't see the stains on my shirt or the holes in my trousers. Then I have some scarves to wear. These special scarves are called stoles. And they come in different colours for different times of year. This one is green for most of the time, and you can see a picture of wheat, the wheat from which we make the bread, and also some grapes from which we make the wine. So there's green for most of the year. There is red for remembering saints and martyrs like St Denis, who was killed for his faith. Then there's purple for those times before Easter and Christmas, Lent and Advent. And then there's white and gold for the big festivals, like Christmas and Easter. And on very special occasions, like Christmas Day and Easter Day, I might even wear this cope, which was a gift to the church some years ago. Goes over the top like this. So Jesus took bread, he gave thanks, he broke it and shared it. I wonder whether you say thank you when you sit down to eat a meal. And do you think about sharing what you have? What special meals do you eat in your house? Do you have special clothes too for festivals and special times? We've explored now how Christians use their sight, their hearing, their touch, and even their taste and smell in worship and prayer here at St Dennis Church. And this is the end of our virtual tour, apart from a bonus episode looking at some of the local history and the Burnaby family in particular. But if you want to find out more about St Dennis, you can go to our website, www.stdennis.org.uk, or contact us through social media. I hope you've enjoyed seeing inside the church and that it's given you lots to think about. Stay safe and be blessed.